First of all, it's really nice to meet everybody.
Nice to meet you.
I've known Brian for quite a while here, and I've really enjoyed watching where he's going, and I'm seeing that we have a lot in common as far as where this industry is and how we're going to get out of where we are.
Can I have one or two things?
Yeah, please, sure.
Thank you very
It's
much.
real simple, Brian. 1 and 2, not much more.
Yep.
Let me keep it real simple for Brian.
Don't you love this?
This is all the different things we do. It's like buying a car. It's all different models that we offer. And we do a lot of print. A little bit about myself. Beneva Flowers, Sarasota, Florida. We started 1986. No marketing, no technology. Brian met my father. He's absolutely not interested in anything that has to do with a button or turning it on and off. You can take orders on a piece of paper and a pencil. That's all we need. Well, as I started to grow, I realized that, other companies were growing and business was happening and we weren't. And I got into technology and I wanted a way for people to remember where they bought flowers last. Nobody remembered. This is our Mother's Day brochure. And what I used to hear people say is, why should I advertise? I got the wire order. The wire order used to be really good back in the day. Even before Brian got into the business. Remember the old days of Make It Nice? I'm sure you gentlemen might remember that. Make It Nice bouquet. Make me something really nice. Make it nice. All right, here's another $10. Make it extra nice. Right?
It'll be nice, right?
So it's gonna be nice, right? No, it's okay. You got something nice in the store. Remember those phone calls? We got not so good and really super, but nice we're out of. I mean, that's where it went, right? And that was good for the wire in. Well, the wire in now has turned into a TF12-4. 2 of these, 4 of those, 6 of those, $39.95, and have it there in an hour. That's getting tough. And now we're over-promising and under-delivering. And what left at the end of it is a bad experience. And as far as I'm concerned, if you have a bad experience, you're failing. We're failing the consumer. And the consumer doesn't want to shop with us again. What we're going to talk about today is 2 simple steps to improve the flower industry. Very simple. 2. Exposure and closure. And that's where Yes We Can comes in. In our store, we noticed that a lot of people that call us, and I'm sure you hear the same thing, they don't think about buying flowers until what? They need them. An occasion comes up, and they pick up the phone and call us. They don't need us. Nobody needs our product. They need medication, they need jobs, they need medicine, they need food, they need a lot of things, but they don't need flowers. So here we come. We have a flower. It's a dead product. It's a product that doesn't have a root, but it's got a meaning and a significance and a beauty that we want to preserve. So what we want to do now is get it in the hands and deliver the message. It's the carrier of a message. And we're using flowers to do so. And the easier we make it to be used, the more people are going to use it. Would you not agree? Now you call a flower shop up, and there's all these parameters. Oh, it's after 2. We closed early. We've already been down there. The driver said we're not going. We've heard them all. What happens? Do you really think if it's an anniversary and they call you at 3 o'clock and you said your delivery cutoff was at 2, the customer hung up and said, I'll explain it to my wife tomorrow? They're calling somebody else and hope they don't get a McCarthy or a Conforti, because they're going to get that customer. And they're going to market that customer, and they're going to make a relationship with that customer. That's what the flower industry is missing. That's as simple as I run my business. Every morning we have a meeting, 5 minutes, front, back. What do we have in product? What do we have going on this weekend? What are we heavy on? What do we need to sell? All my girls and guys are on cordless headsets. They walk around the coolers right there. They can see what's in the cooler. They know what to sell. That's so important. So we're ready, we're prepared, and the goal is to close every sale. What I would like to give you, if you'd like when I'm done, is our lost order log. Anytime we pick up the phone and we can't close a sale, we have to write it down. It's a lost order. No matter what, unless they ask what time you're open till. How much is a dozen roses? $59.95. Okay, thanks, click. You got to write it down. And you look at it and say, so did you tell them about our special on mixed colors? I didn't know that. Good. We just saved that person. We saved the next customer. Forget the one we lost. It's not the end of the world. We don't get mad at anybody. If they write it down, nobody gets in trouble. They get in trouble if they don't write it down. I need to know, Brian needs to know when we don't get an order. Funny story, once we got this started, I kept seeing every day on the report, watering can, watering can, watering can. Why? We brought in watering cans, 24, gone, 48, sold. People are ordering watering cans. It wasn't until a month later we realized that Oprah mentioned how cute it is to put flowers in a watering can, and they started selling. If I didn't have my lost order log, how would I have ever known it was that? How would you ever know? How many people today are picking up a phone in one of your locations and not closing a sale? You'll never know until a meeting comes up and hopefully they remember it. If it can be turned into a manager and you can look at that every day, you just see that they're asking for this. The other one was Beanie Baby. So you'd say, why didn't you get Beanie Babies? Because once I get the Beanie Babies, they're all going to want Sammy. And I probably won't have Sammy. But at least I knew people were calling for Beanie Babies. So, exposure and closure. Let's talk about marketing. I spend a lot of time and money promoting marketing materials. And everyone's not always on the same page. People say to me all the time, it's too expensive. Anybody know what a wire-in order costs? Anybody know what it costs your company when you take an order over the phone? Hi, I've got a Teleflora order for you. Do you know what it costs you?
27%.
That's what it starts at.
Right.
Plus the Dove fee for $1.75.
By the time you're done with all the fees and what goes on, it's 35%. And I'm being conservative. Some people say 40. Our industry average is 10% for profitability. Real good operators, maybe 15. Real easy math. If our industry average is 10 to 15 and our order is 35% discounted, we're already losing money. So the key becomes retention and getting that second order. So with that being said, I tell people 7, 8%. Put it into marketing. They'll sit there. I had a guy say to me, gosh, I spent, Art, that marketing piece was $7,000. That sounds like a lot, but that's like somebody saying my payroll is $20,000. That means nothing to me because I got to know what your sales are. If your sales are $40,000, you have a problem. If your sales are $80,000, you're okay. So if this is $7,000, my next question to him was what? What are your gross sales for that month? And he turns around and he says to me, $146,000. We're okay. 10% of 146 is approximately 14,000. Half of that is 7. We're at 5%. It's real easy math. Do the marketing. So, religiously, everybody gets that because I need the second order. This order might have cost me $20 coming in the door. Brian would be like, I'm not paying $20 for an order. I don't blame him. But if I can show you 2 orders, if that customer orders a second time, now it's $10. Anyone would buy a new customer for $10, but we have to be able to prove it and do it. So, another shop will buy this, and they go, okay, I did your marketing. Didn't work. Call the shop up. Hello, this is JoJo's Flowers. Can I help? Hold on. No, we don't have those. Click. If that's the experience, where's the closure going to happen? If we're not working on our sales team, most of the people never walk in our stores. They call us. We really have an experienced sales team unlike anybody else. You're welcome to call my store at any time. How may I assist you is what's said. By design. People don't call the Ritz-Carlton and be told, may I place you on a brief hold by accident. They're trained to say, may I place you on a brief hold. Because the Ritz-Carlton has raised the level. And they charge a lot for service, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
And we're just answering the phone. We're just, take the order. We're not taking the order. Customers have to be sold. They have to trust you. So more effort needs to go in the way of making the customer feel confident shopping with you, because they're not just placing orders anymore. They want to know why you need to earn their business. They want you to tell them why you're the best choice for flowers, even though they've already called you. So when we do these inserts, we do all these special deals, we have to engage customers. It's more important than ever before today to engage customers. These national guys out there, they have a gruesome battle among each other. They're not battling with us. Teleflora just did a deal with Tributes.com. Do you know about that? Okay, it came out Monday. I said, way to go, Tributes, way to go, Teleflora. Now, there'll be flower shops that say, damn Teleflora, they're taking our funeral business away. Then I say to them, who was in negotiations? Were you in there? Were you in that room? Were you negotiating with Tributes.com? No. Well, who do you think they took it from?
FTD.
Right on. Exactly, FTD. Or 800 Flowers. They're not taking it from us. I'm glad Teleflora got it, because now Teleflora's got that business, and where that's going to go, it's going to be the local flower shop to fill. We have to understand there's a big division between those national guys and us retailers. If we want them to go away, I'm going to give you the secret right now and how simple it is to do. And it takes everyone to do it. Every florist should market their own delivery area only. Don't worry about the whole country. If you, everybody, Chicago, New York, if we all took our own delivery area and hit the paper with this a Sunday before Mother's Day, there would not be an 800 Flowers, I promise you. That's how we beat them. All this florists for change, they're disgruntled florists for change. They just want to fight. They want to say, everyone stop being what you're being, because we want to be left alone to do the inconsistent businesses that we run. We're going to close at 2. We're not going to be open on Saturday afternoons, and we'll do business when we want to do business. We all know those shops. long. We need to have a standard. We need a Yes We Can program. Let me tell you a little bit about how Yes We Can works. I spend so much money on advertising that I can't afford to hear that phone ring and not see an order on the other end of it. So I listen to calls, I monitor them. Our managers have to listen to calls for 1 hour every day. Listen. And have a little rate card. They rate the calls and they turn it in. Now we're going to sit down and talk about your call. Listen, nobody likes hearing themselves speak. They really don't. They cringe. But then they learn. After a couple calls, they're happy with it. And they got better. They like the way they sound. But there's a process in this. I'm investing too much money not to have this effort done. How many flower shops are listening to phone calls 1 hour a day? Not many that I know of.
Right.
So if we're going to do this, we have to do that. And that's where the Yes We Can program comes in. The goal is everyone in my store wears a button. Everybody has a goal of answering every request with Yes We Can. And that's how we started. And the interesting thing was, when we first started, I heard 2 employees going over a problem with the flower shop or a customer. They said, you know, all right, one of them says, okay, look, regardless, this whole Yes We Can thing, how are we going to make this work? That was music to my ears. That was what I wanted. No matter what's going on, how do we make this work? I look at a complaint that we can't resolve or an upset customer as buying a bad ad. They come with a $50 bouquet. What did they go through to get to your store? Did you ever think about it? They took the bouquet that was delivered to them. They didn't like it. Who wants to drive around with flowers and water in their car? Think about what they're going through to get to your store. And now you're going to tell them that those flowers are okay? And they're going to pick them up and take them home and be happy with you? You just bought a $50 bad ad. If they walk into our store, we're going to make them happy one way or another. Hi.
Hi.
Come here.
Can you sit down with us for a moment?
Sure.
Your backup manager here?
So that's what happens. Now what happened is the customer came in and they felt relieved because you took care of them. If you make them go away, then they're going to be upset. I've got the most beautiful red rose that I use in my store, and it opens up very fast. It's a Rouge Bezier. We remember that rose. It's old time, opens up fast, but it holds nicely. As soon as I got them, I got complaints. People would say, my roses are open. They're supposed to be open. They come in the store, look what you sent me. I see this bouquet of all these open roses. You know what I said? By design? Oh my gosh, those are gorgeous. So tell me, why'd you come in today? Oh, these roses, they look at me like I'm an idiot. Really? What didn't you like about them? Now they don't know what to say. Well, they're open. Right, so is there something wrong? But they're open, they're going to die. In their mind, the rose is open, they're going to die. In my mind, they're open, they're going to be beautiful, and they're going to hold for a week. So now, we go through that whole process, right? They drove the flowers in, and they put them on the table, and now I'm going to tell them it's okay. So here's what I tell them. That's the most beautiful bouquet I've seen. They're really beautiful, and the most beautiful and the best part of this bouquet is it's going to hold up for the rest of the week, at least another 4 or 5 days comfortably. You think so? Yes. Now, I've kind of won, and here's what I say to them. I plan on being here next week. If what I tell you is not true, I will replace every single one of them. So now they feel, okay, good, cool, things are good. Now I can exceed expectations or I can say goodbye. By the way, where do you live? Let me have those brought over to your home. No big deal. That customer just went from a, I'm not too happy with these guys, to a, I just learned something, to a, I'm not even going to have to bother taking the flowers home, they're taking it back from me. 2 kinds of experiences are never forgotten. Exceptional and horrible. You never want to be caught down here. So that customer was now pleased and comforted as we're going to bring those flowers home, and they're going to feel like, wow, I just learned something. And if those flowers are doing good in a week, Art was right. But these are the most, I've got more loyalty on my roses than anyone that I know of. They want the Beneva rose because of how it performs. Then I made a tag. It's a black label Rouge. I'd like a dozen roses. Would you like the black label or the platinum? What's a platinum? Those are the black labels, extended vase with a extended stem with a beautiful vase and a silver lining. Oh, how much are those? $125. What about the black label? Those are $75. And they ended up buying the more expensive one because they were sold on the brand. We put a name and a color and a type to the flower. We started branding our flowers instead of saying, well, they're nice, they're beautiful, they're big. How about a name? It really worked. So, Yes We Can program. Customer has a problem. We have to answer yes we can. It's the day before Mother's Day. Sunday Mother's Day is coming up. You're totally booked up. Let's say Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a Friday. And you're completely booked up. We've all been there. It's Thursday night. You don't have many deliveries. You can do an hour. By the time Friday comes around, you can't take one more delivery because you're going to pop. Customer walks in. I like to order a dozen roses for Valentine's Day, right? We cringe. Got the yes we can going on. What are we gonna do? Anybody have a thought? What would you do at this point?
Yes, we can.
You go tell the dispatcher that, right? He's gonna love that.
What's one more?
Right, exactly. So here's what we say. Yes, we can make the delivery for you. Our next available delivery option is the 15th, which is Saturday, for all the orders that have been pre-committed for tomorrow's delivery. However, if you could just pick the flowers up, we'll have them ready for you whatever time's comfortable. So the customer in a nice way has been told, you're too late. We can deliver. He wants a 14th. We know that. Instead of assuming that's a stupid answer, you answered him with a positive answer, but you also gave him an option of picking it up tomorrow or today if you'd like. It's an aura. It's something that you have to train everyone to say. The goal is to let them know you can do the delivery. The next available due to the previous orders is the 15th, but would you like to pick them up? If everything can be said with a yes, we answered with a yes we can, it basically said yes we can't do it. That's what you did. You said yes we can't deliver tomorrow, but we can deliver on Saturday. How many times have you called the shop? Sure can't. Nope, too late. It's Valentine's Day. Don't you know? Right? What were you thinking? Where have you been? You think we have nothing else to do? You think you're the only person that realized it was Valentine's Day? Did you not look at our marketing material? We've heard them all. We want to say them all. And when I become independently wealthy, I'm going to open up My Way Florist, and I'm going to say all of those above. Are you kidding me? But we can't. At the end of the day, the customer is not thinking about flowers. Remember back what I told you in the beginning. Most people don't order flowers until a need arises and they think of it. And that's what happens. So, the goal is to say, yes, we can. The goal is to try to accommodate what people want. We have 24-hour delivery at Beneva Flowers. Now, I love the McCarthy group because every Sunday, if I'm looking to send flowers out of town, if I call a McCarthy group member, it's done. I call anywhere else, it's a flip of a coin. And you all know it. You go through the same thing. Everyone is committed to getting the job done. So now, we have 24-hour delivery. Would you deliver at 11 o'clock at night?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Sure.
Would you? Would you? I mean, I know Brian's in the room, but, I mean, what's the answer, though? Exactly. There's a dollar amount for just about anything you can ever ask for.
Right.
So we have a menu. After 4, $10 extra. After 6, $20 extra. After 8, $50 extra. After 12, $100 extra. You have to order between 8 and 6. Now we get to say we deliver 24 hours a day. Done. Now the service is there. Now that's extra, so you still get your $10, plus you get another $50 after 8. I promise you, any driver you say, would you like $40 to take this home and deliver it at 9 o'clock tonight? You're not going to get much pushback.
Is that an on-call deal?
It is not an on-call deal. They have to order it between 8 and 6. So the order must come in within working hours. If the customer wants to surprise his wife because she gets off of work at 12 o'clock and wants the flowers there at the hospital at 12:01,
Right.
we can do it because we're a yes we can shop.
Thank you so
We're not
much for
saying
letting us
but it's going to cost. We never say it's going to be an extra.
Have a good day, thank you.
That service requires our priority service, and we'll put that on there and have it delivered, and here's your total. And we put it right in there. If they want to know what the breakdown is, it's $100 plus the $10 fee for the after-hours delivery that you requested. Whenever we have an extra delivery, we never say the number and stop. Which I can you get there by 12? There'll be an extra $10. You know, you're punishing them. Bad customer for asking us for service. Right? Give them the service and give them the price to go with it. But they're not asking the price. Give them the service.
What's this sound like? Does this sound like deja vu from
Yes,
15 minutes
we
ago?
can, but yes, we can do it. Now, if they're going to start saying, oh, whoa, $10 extra? Well, if you'll give me till 2 o'clock, I wouldn't have to charge you that. Now you're putting it in their hands. You're asking for the service, here's the charge, and if you give me till 2, there's no extra fee. Nothing wrong with that. When you go to the Ritz-Carlton and ask them to go get you a pizza from Domino's, they're going to do it. And they're going to charge you their fee once they buy it and resell it to you. And you're not going to argue with it, because you can go get it yourself. You're not at the Ritz-Carlton to save money. Funny story of the Hyatt. I got this special book with my card. I got a new card from Hyatt. I got this special upgraded membership and all this other stuff. So they said 2 nights free in New York. I had a business meeting in New York. I flew out there. I went ahead and took up on their offer. I usually stay at the Ritz-Carlton in Central Park because I love to learn from exceptional experience companies like that. I pull up to the Hyatt Lex. I pull up in a RAV4 Toyota rental car. Guy walks out and he says, welcome to the Hyatt. Will you be staying with us this evening? I said, yes, I will. And he says, okay, we can park your car Or you can go down to the garage over there because it's $10 extra for an SUV. Great way to start. It's a RAV4. This is just a little bigger than a golf cart. Is it really considered an SUV? Well, it's an SUV, so it's $10 extra. Now that room is about $400 a night where I'm going into. Are we really worried about $10 extra? So I said, look, I'm not worried about the $10 extra. Thank you for trying to save me a few bucks, but I'd like you to just park the car. Okay, it's going to cost. Why is he doing that? Why is he jamming the cost down my throat? Then when I get to the counter to sign in, I'm just a number, just a number, just a number, until they saw my card and they realized I'm a elite member. All of a sudden, oh, Mr. Conforti, thank you so much for visiting all the BS started. They couldn't recognize me for just a person walking in the door. I had to be recognized because of my membership. Bad, bad, bad. That's just not what customer service should be. So I stay there, nice stay. I come home and I get a survey. I love surveys. We use SurveyMonkey for everything. I remember looking at it, watching television, and said, about your stay, this and that. So I write back, it was a nice stay. I didn't think they needed to do this and this with that, but it was a good experience at your place. You can still learn a little bit more if you want to become a Ritz-Carlton type of a operation, and so on and so forth. And that was it. I got an email back. We're sorry that you had trouble with your stay. We're terribly disappointed of what happened in your circumstance. Total chain letter, and in the second paragraph, and Mr. Canarazzi, I do want to extend. You didn't change your name.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Totally form letter. Impersonal. Now you really killed the experience. So I write back to her, and furthermore, I wasn't upset. I wasn't saying it was a bad experience, and you really need to change the names in your form letters for the second paragraph. What do you think she did? Within 1 minute, she resent it to me with my name changed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the highest.
Still never called you.
Never called. How many? I mean, that was almost like my staff saying, "Okay, we fixed it. Is that okay to go?" I'm the customer. You're actually going to change the name and send it back to me?
It's like rubbing salt in the
Wow.
wound.
You know what it is? It's just somebody that plug in, update. When you come to work and you work like that, it's going to be very hard for your company to excel, for your experience to be so great, because it all starts with every single person that answers the phone. Not one person in my company is worth more than the next person. We are all in it together. But my design staff cannot design efficiently and effectively if the sales team doesn't sell what we have. And then if the driver doesn't deliver that extra balloon that we worked so hard to get as an add-on, we just got a complaint. It's an orchestra. We all need to be on the same page. And every staff member has to be engaged. You got to have the heart. You got to want to be great. I tell people all the time, tell me something great about your day today. What'd you do? What'd you sell? What did you do for somebody? What was your experience of the day? And they all know to have something in their back pocket, because I will walk up to them and just flat out ask you that. And I hope you have something to tell me without thinking too hard. Now they're thinking about something great they're going to do. So they're walking customers to their car. They're doing this, they're doing that. They're getting somebody a water. Somebody had a sympathy situation and they offered something that people really liked it. They tell me about that. The little things that make us go from good to great. And today that's what I think is the difference of Beneva Flowers and everyone else. We do this every morning, every day. I high-five my staff every single day. If there's a complaint that's held in my office, if there's a compliment, I splurt it out to everybody. And many times I'll drop a $20 bill on their table after testing them on a trick phone call because they did so well. Now what happens if I was to drop $20 on your table right now and told you you did a great job? How would the rest of you all be feeling? And you hope they do it to me.
Yeah.
Right.
You hope they do it to me. So guess what? Your great service just got contagious. All of them are going to want a $20 bill dropped on their table. The other way, and the only thing I found is I tell flower shops, track your sales. Don't they tell me? We tracked how many coupons came in the door. And they all tell me very few coupons come in the door. Now, I don't know how active or how privy you are to the information that the McCarthy Group does or shares with you when they send out email. But when we send out email, we'll put a $20 coupon on there. And 20%, 25% of the people actually use it. They see the offer, they place their order, they never use the coupon code. It's amazing. Check your reports. 25% online don't do it. Same thing with the brochures. And the reason we know that is they're coming in, they're buying off the brochure. We're asking them, how did you hear about us? And they type in your catalog, your brochure. But many times they never buy off of the brochure. So that's the other thing people say. I checked my SKUs. We got very few orders. So what if they bought something in the store? I lose. If they don't use their coupon, I lose. So I came up with a program called Floral Prodigy. I, for 10 years, have been tracking the phone numbers. I don't wait for my clerks to type in the right information. They call in, the system automatically takes the phone number, the phone system knows where they called. Now, we know that they called off of this brochure, whether they use a coupon or not, whether they use the SKU or not, it doesn't matter. We know where it came from. And it's that simple. So we know how our brochures are working. And what's better is we found whenever you market, you don't make any money. You're buying new business. So you have to be careful how much you market because you don't want to overexpose yourself. You're paying for new business. What we need is that second order, like I told you earlier. If I paid $20 to get a customer, the second order breaks them down to $10. And that's our goal. And that's why we send out the preferred customer card. And in my Floral Prodigy program, you can go back. Let's just say I talk Brian into doing an ad, and he does it for Mother's Day. He spends $4,000 in the market. And next year it comes around and says, Brian, he's going to go to his program, click on the button and say, I spent $4,000, I got $6,000, okay. And then there's another button, and it says 2 or more times since Mother's Day. So any account that opened up new at Mother's Day because of this, that ordered 2 or more times, is now going to list with the total. Now he's got a business decision to make. That's your turn. And then you make the right decision. What I deal with are flower shops, yeah, no, I think so, I don't think so, I think it works, it doesn't work, and the louder voice always prevails. But the truth is, they're not tracking it, they're not tracking the second time order, and then they wonder why Beneva Flowers got what they got. Oh, he's got computers. No, I use my technology. And I learned it from Frank Campisi, right in this building. He taught me how to start marketing. I did my very first insert because of Frank Campisi. And I couldn't tell the difference. And let me tell you how I did that. I'll share that one too if you want to hear it. It was 1990 something, and I just got the RTI system, and I committed with the newspaper for a $15,000 insert. And I came home and told my father. He was pissed. And you know what he said to me? Isn't $15,000 better off in your pocket than a newspaper? I said, that's a good point, Dad, but I don't have $15,000. And I'm not going to get the bill till after this runs, so I'm just hoping that it's going to give me enough money to at least pay the bill. I took the chance. I didn't have the tracking tools. All I know is that my sales last year in December and the year I did the insert were up $68,000.
Wow.
I couldn't say it was the insert, but a $68,000 swing, I'm good with the insert. And that's when Beneva Flowers started going forward.
Do you still believe in print?
Absolutely.
You do, as much as you did art.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yes. I know so many people want to believe it doesn't work. They want to believe. Here's what the newspaper tells them, because when they get my website, I go to the flower shops and I negotiate the deal with the newspaper. I sit there with the agent there, and know what they try to say, and they say with a straight face, I say, I can't believe you said that. You should really go for Thursday. And I tell the guy, the owner, they're going to try to push you on Thursday. Yeah. Like clockwork, I tell them exactly what they're going to say. Because a novice advertiser doesn't know any better. Doesn't it sound pretty good? Like, more people will see it on Thursday because there's not a lot of ads in there. Like they gave you a trick. Why would you want to be in there Sunday? There's so many ads.
Right.
There's an old, anybody know who Yogi Berra is? Okay? They have Yogiisms. And he had the best one. Nobody goes to that restaurant anymore. The line's too long. That's what they're saying. Nobody goes there anymore. The line's too long. Nobody advertises site. Look at all the ads that are in there. And people believe that. They're like, I'll be lost in the shuffle. Open up your Sunday paper, see how many flower shops are in there. Nobody. So I go the Sunday before Easter, and I open up the paper. There's teleflora.com. There's Beneva Flowers. Where's everybody else? They say it's not what it used to be. The meaning of Easter hasn't changed. The promotion has. So yes, I'm in there. I don't have another better way. And I always ask people that say no to me. I say, okay, great. What are you doing? Do you have any ideas? No. Do you have any other solution? No, but I know that your way doesn't work. That conversation doesn't go very far. If you're going to tell me no, tell me something that is working. And if you don't have one, why don't you at least try what I'm doing? At least we're doing something. Brian's big on radio, and I think radio has a value too. You've got to have a call to action though. It's got to be a buy now, use a code, tell them now. It's got to be close to the holiday. We always talk about, I always said to people, if you had a choice to market when the pond is full, when it's empty, when would you market? I'm sorry. I'm going to slow down. I'm going really fast. I got a lot of thoughts I want to share with you. Herb Roth from Roth Florists in Philadelphia this morning calls me up and he says, I want to market with you, but Art, honestly, not at Mother's Day. I need you to help me with some plans I can do off main time, summertime. I need sales in the summer. Don't we all? So I said to him, if you had a choice to go fishing in a pond that was full and a pond that was empty, what would you pick? The full pond. Weber Grills, we all know what Weber Grills are. They want to have sales 12 months of the year. Do you think for a minute they would advertise in January? Who's thinking about grills in January? But I promise you, go on the internet starting in May, all the way through the summer, you'll see ads for Weber Grills. They're all over the place. Why would they market in January? So why would a florist market in the summer when people are on vacation, there's no occasion? Nobody cares about our product until they need it. Look at all the media you get at Valentine's Day and at Mother's Day. Everyone wants to know what we're doing because it's exciting. There's a reason to buy flowers. They can care less in July. So why try to go after that market? You want to talk about a long shot? I told them don't waste your money. Market when the pond, fish when the pond is full. Get enough orders and watch the birthdays start coming around in the summertime. You'll get them. Reminder cards, you do those under the
Right.
RTI system? Are you using reminder cards?
Yeah.
And they're tremendous, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I've yet
On the
to
web,
speak
yeah.
to anybody on the web,
Mhm.
but do you print them and mail them to people?
No.
Okay, 4 postcards, we're printing those in 2 weeks. Don't get them from me, get them from John Henry. But I promise, not one florist has ever done preferred the 4 postcards, reminding you of the birthday you sent flowers for last year. Not one florist has told me that that isn't a gold mine. And the RTI system has this program built in it. I'll be happy to help you set it up whatever you want.
So you're basically reminding them, Art, that 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before the birthday, that they bought flowers last year, the anniversary?
Every day, 10 days out. They walk in, they take the stack, put them in the mail. Take the stack, we print them a month out. Walter Nolan prints them 6 months out. So he's got every month, they open up a new month, they bring them out, and every day, 10 days out, they just mail them. Phones start ringing. It's beautiful. There's nothing to it.
Right.
But we have to be there. So I'd like to hear from you a little bit. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Where do you see the industry? How can we better ourselves? You switch phones, run out of battery?
Yeah, ran out of tape actually. I was on an old camera art, but
Story of my life.
you know what you say is fascinating. I mean, you know, your brochure here
Beautiful.
is beautiful,
7 cents a piece.
and I notice that this is one of the most beautiful arrangements, one of the most popular arrangements, TF3-1.
Dazzler.
Yeah, and what Art's done here is what I was talking about earlier, folks. He's changed the name. That is a Teleflora arrangement, beautifully photographed. But Art's changed the name, and he's changed the name for indexing on your website, right? And
What do we call it on there?
it's called a dazzling
Dazzle
mom.
Mom.
Yeah,
Because
and-
we have to relate it to Mom.
Yeah, but that is a Teleflora arrangement. The print is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. There's some Teleflora pieces, a lot of those are our own. The butterfly basket, and these are ours, those are ours. So it's a mixture. And
Now-
Teleflora is okay with that. They're one of the only
Right.
companies that truly want you to succeed and they don't mind helping you.
Can I ask you your conversion rate, therefore, say you send out, say, for example, 10,000 of these brochures. How many orders would you expect?
Well, you're going to send them direct mail, you're going to insert them in a newspaper.
Let's insert them in the newspaper
0.5%
first.
to 0.75%.
0.5%.
That's reality.
Right.
Somebody starts telling you 1.5%, 2%, no way.
Okay, my question is kind of on the same lines. You said something about the phone number. You have a special phone number